This is Akin and welcome back to my channel. Well, looks like the judge that blocked one of the Trump's initiatives, the ticket orders for the layoffs and stuff. Um, he backed off on that. So the buyouts are going through. So far, around 75,000 people have applied for it. There's a big defeat for the unions, but now, according to I think it's ABC News, the next step is coming in, and it's the layoffs. So let me read what it says here. Trump's second term life update. Trump begins mass layoffs across agencies, sources said. The move is expected to affect thousands of employees across the government. You know, they're trying to reduce the amount of people by 200,000. So the buyouts only got about 75,000. And of course, this is going to piss off a lot of the unions. Well, the less people they out there working for the government, it means less due money coming in for the unions. So they're not doing this out of the goodness of their heart for the membership. They're doing it to try to save their cash flow. Unbelievable. Anyway, it says President Donald Trump's administration, including Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, is continuing sweeping efforts to reshape the federal government. Thought is being met with legal challenges. Meanwhile, Trump is making his first foray into foreign diplomatic, with calls of Russia, Vladimir Putin, and Ukraine. Zelensky, I can't pronounce his first name, how they end the 3-year war. He's also continuing to lay out his pitch for the U.S. ownership of Gaza. The president is likely to ask about these issues and more. He signed additional executive orders and hosting the Indian Prime Minister Modi at the White House. But here's the main story. The president of the country's largest federal employees union slammed Trump's administration planned mass layoffs, calling the move a blatant violation of the principles of fairness and merit. Yeah, right. They are supposed to govern federal employees. These firings are not about poor performance. There is no evidence that these employees were anything but dedicated public service. They are about power, says the American Federation of Government Employees, Evan Kelly. Yes, it is about power. Union power. And you're losing it by Trump reducing the amount of people. You're losing your union dues. That's what you're worried about. Your union dues. He thinks we're that dumb. Anyway, the Trump administration has begun mass layoffs across multiple federal agencies, a move that is expected to affect thousands of employees across the government. Sources familiar with the matter on ABC News on Thursday. The firings initially affected probationary employees. I hate to say is the last one's hired are the first one fired. And if you're on probation, you are automatically bye-bye. We know that when we're working at transit, that if you don't make your probation, you're banned. Bye-bye. We all know that. So, so the firing initiative affect probationary employees, recent hires who joined the federal workforce within the last 1 or 2 years, depending on the agency, with fewer protections. Among the agency experiencing layoffs are the Department of Education. That's the department that's going to also go bye-bye. The Consumer Financial Protection Board may be also going bye-bye. The Office of Personnel Management. The Environmental Protection Agency, which they can no longer go and stop you from deleting your motor. Oh, yeah, T-Gay Garage. Oh, yeah, love that guy. You should give him a follow. The Environmental Protection Agency, the General Service Administration, I got a little too excited there, and the Small Business Administration. Yeah, I remember Roseanne was trying to get a business loan and Didn't work. Additional agencies are directed to begin their layoffs Thursday, sources said. As some agency workers received notice via email, they have been let go. At OMP, workers joined a call with a pre-recording message from the acting director notifying them of their firing. According to someone familiar with the call, there were about 200 probationary employees on the call, the sources said. Prior to the layoffs, agencies that have been directed by OMP to compile a list of probationary employees at their agencies. Sources familiar with the matter told ABC News. There were so many people there in this story that it was too much to read. And anything else? No, the rest is all different version of politics, nothing to do with the layoffs. Oh yeah, RK did get his did get in. That's good. Mitch McConnell's an idiot, but that's besides the point. So yeah, the unions lost again. So now, the more people are being laid off, the 200,000 people, that means less money is coming in for those unions. So that's going to hurt their bottom line too, because later on they want to, in a few years, campaign against Trump. They're going to have a problem because they can't use the union dues for campaigning. They will probably use COPE. That's for their political organization. But again, because he had 200,000 less people, there's less money in COPE. Luckily, it's not affecting TWU International. So, I know I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just frustrating. They like to do this kind of crap. They overbloat the government. They are saturated with a lot of unnecessary staff and everything. But at the same time, they try to cut the number of people on the New York City subway system, which they shouldn't be doing. And now you got fare beater galore, one-man train operations on small lines. And how's that working out for them? Fare beater paradise. Crime paradise. You got less eyes looking. But, yeah. It's going to be a hard medicine for them to take. So anyway, this is Alcan saying so long for now. Don't forget to stop.